What's up, guys? This is MrtryhardMLGpro. This is part 3 of his Left 4 Dead walkthrough, of my Left 4 Dead walkthrough. In this series, I'm going to be reading you from the Prima official game guide of Left 4 Dead, which I got off the internet for free, but don't tell anyone. I can post a link in the description if you want it. I can give you the link to it. It's free, virus free, and it's really great as PDF format. So I'm going to be reading you the level resume from the game guide. So in No Mercy, the survivors Bill, Francis, Lewis, and Zoe are tasked with traversing an urban landscape in search of rescue. Their objective is to reach Mercy Hospital in the middle of the city. As the only suitable helicopter landing pad for miles, the hospital's rooftop is the closest evacuation point, but there's only one problem. Thousands of reanimated infected stand between the survivors and the hospital. The journey takes the survivors through the city streets, down into a subway tunnel, into the sewer system, and finally into the hospital. Each location is swarming with the undead menace, requiring constant vigilance along the survivors during this nightmare trek through an extremely hostile environment. So first off, we have the apartments. At the start of No Mercy, the survivors find themselves on the rooftop of an old apartment building. Unbeknownst to them, this very apartment building was quarantined early on during the outbreak, meaning that dozens of the infected roam the rooms and halls below. From the elevated position, Mercy Hospital can be seen in the distance. Note: the infected bosses cannot spawn at level to start point or any level. So take this time to gear up and talk with your teammates and formulate like a plan for your escape route. Yeah. So caution. Exercise extreme caution as the elevation transitions, such as the hole in the floor. These are one-way transitions, meaning that when you drop through, there's no way to get up, so gear yourself up and get what you need. If 3 survivors drop through the hole and leave a buddy upstairs, a hunter or a smoker can pin him or ensnare the straggler and pummel your teammate to death, so be very careful about that, especially when playing on expert difficulty. Tip: while you may be anxious to leave the dark and confined spaces of the apartment behind, consider taking a few seconds to scour the first floor rooms for some pickups. The director may have placed some items like pills and Molotovs in these rooms. Yep, and yeah. So circumvent the tanker truck choke point in the street, simply burst through the double doors and make a break for the subway station. So now we have the subway station. There we go. Having escaped the apartment, the survivors must now travel underground, utilizing the Red Line North subway tunnel. This leads directly to the hospital, but given the damage above ground, is not certain if the entire stretch of the tunnel is open to foot traffic. Before heading out, stock up on ammo and health in the safe house. I really recommend that because it's really an obligation to do that, otherwise you will fail miserably if you find yourself with no ammo, because there's absolutely no safe houses to go to pick up ammo from and everything. So yeah, as a tip here, ammo is very precious and quickly disappears if you're using the SMG or the assault rifle. So I'd rather recommend a shotgun. I always use a shotgun because it's one of my favorite weapons in the game, as I said in my previous walkthroughs, like in my part 1 and 2. Yeah, it quickly disappears if you're using the SMG or the assault rifle, so use these weapons only when encountering larger tough groups of enemies. The pistol or dual pistols are more than adequate for dealing with small gatherings or individual infected. So I really recommend that. The infected cannot open doors, they must break through them with melee attacks. So when playing as the survivors, make a habit of closing every door you pass through. Not only will this slow down the infected, but it will also give you an audible cue when one tries to break through a door. Next we have sneaking past a witch posted near the pawn shop. Pawn, not porn. Pawn shop entrance is very difficult, but not impossible. Start by shutting off your flashlights. I really cannot say that enough. Shut off your flashlights. That is the most important thing. I'm sorry, that was my mom there. Really apologize, because I'm a teenager and I still live at home, so yeah, I have to deal with that, and it's really stressing. So make sure you close your doors every time. be at the window of the front door, but keep your weapons trained on the witch at all times. If she's startled, be ready to open fire, especially if you have an automatic shotgun. You can take it down really easily. Next we have the sewers. There we go. I'm going to go into the sewers, and I'm going to skip a part because at one point I got lost, and that's quite embarrassing. I didn't die, I just got lost, and I've just skipped that part. So yeah, this garage outside the storage room may contain pickups as well. Have one teammate score the garage for items. Okay. So the plan to follow the subway tunnel directly to the hospital didn't go so well, but at least your team found another safe house in this pawn shop, not porn shop. Take a moment to heal and stock up on supplies. Avoid grabbing the SMG or pump shotgun offered here if you already possess the assault rifle, auto shotgun, or sniper rifle. The SMG and pump shotgun are downgrades. Only you've cleared out your safe house, turn to the door and be ready to make a move down the alleyway. There's another tip here. Oh yeah, caution. This is really important. It's in red in the manual. Watch out for attacks from hunters, smokers, and boomers while defending the storage room. Although your team may feel safe in the small room, there are numerous opportunities for the infected bosses to isolate and kill teammates here. A smoker can pull teammates out of the window or down through the hole in the floor, requiring a quick rescue that could lead your team into a bigger trap. So, really watch out for that, guys. I cannot say that enough. Next tip. There are usually some pickups at the bottom of the stairwell near the tank room. Check this dark area for items like Molotovs and pipe bombs. Pipe bombs are really useful, and yeah, it's pretty hard dealing with pipe bomb. And here, just kill a tank, and yay, I'm happy because tanks are pretty hard to kill. So, there we go. Okay, now we get yeah, if a witch is in the supply room, toss a Molotov inside, then immediately shut the door. This action will startle the witch, but closing the door prevents her from immediately coming after your team, allowing the fire caused by the Molotov to kill her. So that's a pretty good tip. There we go. Now I think we have the hospital exterior. Yeah. So take a moment to check the back of the ambulance for medical supplies. I didn't do that in this video because I didn't know it. I'm reading this manual for the first time, so I'll definitely check that out when playing it the next time. Yeah, so take a moment to check the back of the ambulance for medical supplies. Sometimes you can find first aid kits or pills inside the ambulance, like this one parked outside the emergency room's entrance. So next we have the hospital. Once you get inside it. So, tip: using the signs inside the hospital to help you navigate. Your team's goal is to reach the rooftop. So look for stairways leading up. All stairways are marked with signs and are usually accompanied by a lighted green exit sign. Yep. And yeah, that's basically it. You'll see the last level in my last part. Thank you for checking my video out, and please stay tuned for more. Watch the previous episodes if you didn't see them, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please tell me what I can improve, and stay tuned for the last part. Thank you, bye.